Yeah. Excuse me? No, I don't.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm heading up country. What house number? Hey! What number? Would you be able to go and get a dog poo off this guy's front lawn? It's just out here. He's being a jerk about it.
Supposed to be another front coming through.
Yeah.
But I don't know that we'll get that today. We'll get that tomorrow. Or that.
Well, I'm heading.
Anything out of this one, I don't know.
I'm heading to Gisborn today.
Yeah.
So hopefully I'll keep ahead of it all.
Well, it's probably going to be more the wind than anything.
Yeah.
It's going to catch you. Yeah.
Apparently the Wairarapa side's going to be worse, but we'll see how we go.
Okay.
Thank you. It's interesting, I've just felt a spatter of rain. Well, hi everybody, just starting off on my epic journey around the east coast of the North Island of New Zealand, a place I've never been before. And the morning got off to a funny start with one of the neighbours making a point about my dog doing a poo on the grass verge out on the road. So somebody else in the household's going to take care of that. Some people are a little bit precious, but there we have it. And we've got blue skies at the moment. The winds are getting up a little. Apparently there's another front coming through from over that way somewhere, coming in from the west. I'm heading east, so hopefully I can keep ahead of it. Leaving Wanganui over the Cotton Bridge, and we're going to head over towards Palmerston North. And I'm going to take a detour around most of Palmerston North, but here we go. This is going to be an epic ride of just over 2,000 kilometres. There's a weather bomb over the country at the moment. It was pouring down with rain last night. I did actually plan to leave here 5 o'clock this morning, but I wanted to get a look and a feel on the weather. All we've just passed back here is just on the outskirts of Wanganui, and my mum and dad used to go to dances there back in the day when they is old derelict houses in the middle of paddocks that are just a ghost of what they were, but somewhere in history they were a home. There was a family living there, possibly children living there, and as I get about the country, I see these all the time. Actually, over there, I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but just over there is a house that's under construction at the moment, and it's being made to look like a castle. It's got battlements, and I've driven past it before to have a look, and it's just, you know, a facade kind of thing. It's not made like a real castle, but it's made to look like a castle just over there behind those trees. So that's interesting. This is Terrakina, just a tiny little dot along the way. Camera. Getting a few little mild spatters of rain on my visor. Sun's over there to the east. A few clouds over there to the west. There's another front coming up from the west, so hopefully I can keep ahead of it. The winds are starting up, which I'm very aware of. And this ahead of us is a stretch of road that used to be known as Madman's Mile, because people would come down the field from the other side as well and absolutely gun it down here. Just to see what sort of speeds they could get. But that's not what we're about this time. I'm travelling alone, and I've got a very, very long way to go. And talking about travelling alone, I'm looking at the time down here on my GPS. My eldest son, who's 17 at the moment, 2 days after he gets back he's going to turn 18, but in about an hour's time he's going to touch down in Los Angeles. He's travelling alone to the United States, and this is actually day 4 of my annual leave, but I've just taken him up to Auckland Airport, and then I went a little bit further on to Whangaparā and had a couple of hours sleep, and then came back down to Wanganui. But my son is travelled from Wanganui to Auckland International Airport, and we had a big wait at the airport there. Then he took off to Fiji, and he had a 12-hour wait in Fiji. And now he's in transit right now as we speak to Los Angeles, and I'll be checking up on him when I get to where I'm going in Gisborn, see how he's getting on. He's got a stopover in Los Angeles, then he's flying on to Salt Lake City, and he's being met there by a group of his friends who are going to take him to Brighton City, and he's going to spend a month in the United States. The reason for his visit is a little bit unfortunate. One of his friends has just recently taken his own life, and is the second one to do that. And so my son's been living in a dark place for a little while. And so this is a shout out, I guess, to all those who are living with the BlackDog. There's a lot of people even watching this channel who suffer from depression. And if you're not familiar with the terminology living with the BlackDog, have a look in the link in the description below. That would just help explain what that term means, living with the BlackDog. There's a lot of people who do suffer from depression, and so my wife and I made it possible for him to get to the United States, and he can close a few gaps and with the updates as we go along. Just click in the subscribe button here, and you'll be notified of updates as we release those.